All right, so Jamaica over the past 4 years has had 10 IPOs and only two of them are above IPO price. So why is that? Why aren't IPOs popping like they used to? So it comes down to a few factors, right? So one of them is most of them are overhyped, right? So they get all this hype, they get oversubscribed, all this demand, and then on the first day of trading, it blows up, right? It up 10%, 20%, whatever. And then after a while, the smart investors, especially the early ones, they decide to take advantage of that and sell, and it just slumps the price. So that's one. Next one is that some of these IPOs, the main reason why they raise the capital is simply because it's just exit liquidity for like the early investors, right? Because it's hard to sell your shares on the private market, so they turn to the public market, the stock market, to basically enjoy the fruits of their labor and to actually cash out. And also some of them just use the proceeds just to like pay off debt, which investors really don't like. So like most of them just sell it off after that. And then also sometimes like the growth is like priced in the valuation. So like the IPO at like a certain valuation, and then like some of them like all woodcats recently or some other stocks, like the growth is already priced in, so like they don't really have much growth left. The next thing to consider also is like interest rates. So right now, like in Jamaica, especially in the bond market, like some bonds are having interest rates of like 12%, 11%, right? Some very high interest rates. So why would you bother investing like an IPO when you can get a guaranteed 11%, 12% with a bond, right? Because it's safer. So that's basically what happening right now. That's why stocks over the past few years haven't really performed well. Yeah, that's kind of why IPOs, majority of the time, it's just hype. They have all this hype and then they just flop afterwards. But yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think IPOs don't pop like they used to? And as usual, don't forget to follow for more.